Hey, it's LSF here today. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a massive milestone for the Lexus brand. We've finally seen the world premiere of the all-new, all-electric 2027 Lexus TZ. For months, we've been tracking trademarks and analyzing rumors, but now the real thing is here. A 5100mm long dedicated BEV that Lexus is calling a driving lounge. But the TZ isn't just arriving in a vacuum. To understand why Lexus is moving so fast, we have to look at its platform sibling that were just announced alongside it, the all-electric 2027 Toyota Highlander and the Subaru Getaway. While other manufacturers like Honda have recently made headlines by halting their major Canadian BEV projects due to shifting US policies and cooling demand, Toyota, Subaru, and Lexus are doubling down. Today, we're going to break down the global specs for the TZ and the official releases from Canada, the US, Japan, and we're going to perform some napkin math to estimate the performance of the 77 kilowatt-hour battery. Compare the TZ to its cousins. Let's dive into the numbers. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. All three of these vehicles ride on the shared 120.1-inch wheelbase, but they're not the same car. The overall length for the TZ is a massive 5100mm, 208 inches. And to put this in perspective, it's slightly longer than the Toyota Highlander BEV at 198.8 inches. Turning radius, here's the big one. With dynamic rear steering, the TZ has a turning radius of only 5.4 meters. Without it, it's 5.8. So for a car this long, the 0.4 meters difference is huge for navigating tight streets. And the weight? It's a heavy machine. The prototype weight is listed at 2,630 kilograms, nearly 5,800 pounds. Now let's talk power. According to the Japan press release, the top-tier 95.8 kilowatt-hour TZ features a max system output of 300 kilowatts. That's 408 PS and 402 horsepower. The front and rear motors, it uses the identical 167 kilowatt motors on both axles, producing 268.6 Newton meters of torque each. 0 to 100 kilometers, Lexus is claiming a brisk 5.4 seconds. For such a heavy car, that's fast. Now, Lexus hasn't officially detailed the output of the smaller 77 kilowatt-hour pack, but we can look at the Highlander's base all-wheel drive spec for a hint. The Highlander has the 77 kilowatt-hour all-wheel drive is targeted around 250 kilowatts, which is 335 horsepower. This lines up perfectly with the existing 450e power levels with the current RZ. So when we look at the badging, it does mean that are we seeing a TZ 450e and a TZ 550e? Lexus has also been very transparent on range, listing different numbers for different regions. North America, with the EPA rating, it's about 300 miles, 480 kilometers, and this is for the 95.8 kilowatt-hour battery. Japan, the WLTC, 620 kilometers. With Europe, with the WLTP, it's 530 kilometers, and in China, the CLTC, 640 kilometers. And then running the math, if you opt for the smaller 77 kilowatt-hour battery in North America, I think we're going to be expecting a range of 240 miles or 385 kilometers. It's a significant drop, so if you're doing long trips, the 95.8 kilowatt-hour is definitely the one to watch for. The TZ is the luxury flagship focusing on what Lexus called Zen-like silence and effortlessly acceleration. Then we have the Toyota Highlander BEV. Unlike the current Highlander, the 2027 is going to be fully electric, and it focuses on efficiency and massive utility, offering up to 45 cubic feet of storage behind the second row, and that's the practical choice for the crew. And when you look at it, the TZ and the Highlander are very similar. But the surprise of the group is the Subaru Getaway. Subaru actually made their version the most powerful of the three, packing 420 horsepower. It stays true to the Subaru DNA with 8.3 inches of ground clearance and a dual-function X mode for off-pavement adventures. All three vehicles offer two battery options, 77 kilowatt pack and the 95.8 kilowatt pack. For the TZ and the long-range Highlander, we're looking at an estimated 480 kilometers. What differs the TZ is the dynamic rear steering, which allows the back wheels to turn up to 4 degrees, making this 5-meter long SUV feel as nimble as the NX in parking lots. For exclusive updates on my NX 450h Plus ownership and DM me, follow me on Instagram at LSFT videos. Also, you can check the description below for a 10% discount code for FitCamX Dashcam and links to the products I use on my Amazon storefront. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help the algorithms. And now let's get back to the video. Looking at the global data, there's a clear split in how Lexus views their markets. In the UK and Europe, the TZ is marketed as a 6-seater vehicle. They're leaning into the driver lounge concept, featuring individual second-row captain's chair with power ottomans and ventilation, a first for a Lexus SUV. However, for us in North America, we're expecting 6 and 7-seat configurations to handle the North American family needs. Inside the TZ, there is no transmission tunnel, the floor is completely flat, and this allows engineers to create a foot garage for the third row, meaning adults can sit in the back comfortably for the first time in a vehicle this size, while the TX is comfortable as well. The centerpiece of the cabin is the new responsive hidden switch technology that we first seen on the ES. The dashboard looks like a clean, perfect surface, but as your hands approaches the icons for the climate and media controls, it will illuminate through the material. It's a minimalist, futuristic look that removes the clutter of physical buttons while still providing tactile feedback. They've also integrated a 21-speaker Mark Levinson system with a position mode that allows you to focus the audio stage specifically for the rear passengers if you're being chauffeured. They've also have an optional LFA-inspired sound, like fake sound that comes in while you're driving, so that you can feel that you're driving the LFA. But in reality is, how many of you are actually going to drive a TZ like an LFA? One area where Lexus is really pushing utility is towing. The TZ is rated at 3,500 pounds in North America. While it's less than the 5,000 pounds you might see on a Kia EV9, it's plenty for a small boat or a utility trailer. Cargo space is another highlight. With the third row up, you get 390 liters, 13.8 cubic feet. If you fold the third row down, which you can do with one-touch buttons near the tailgate, it opens a massive 45.6 cubic feet. One thing to note, there is no frunk on the TZ, despite the hood looking quite long. And a huge detail for us in Canada and the United States. The TZ will officially use the NACS Tesla-style charging port natively. This means you can roll up to a Tesla supercharger and plug it in. Lexus is claiming 10 to 80% charge in about 35 minutes at a 150 kilowatt station. Let's talk about strategy. Why is Lexus doubling down when brands like Honda are hitting the brakes? Honda recently put their $15 billion Canadian EV plant project on hold, citing high costs and shifting US demand. So why is Lexus different? It's the multi-pathway efficiency. By building the Highlander BEV, the Subaru Getaway, the Lexus TZ on the same Kentucky assembly line, they achieve economics of scale that Honda didn't have. Lexus is also redefining luxury. In the past, it was a smooth V8. Today, it's total silence. The TZ features the quietest cabin in the entire Lexus SUV lineup. While others are pulling back to focus on hybrids, Lexus is betting on once a luxury buyer experiences the 5-meter silent launch, they won't want to go back to a combustion engine. They are positioning the BEV as the extreme luxury tier. So the 2027 Lexus TZ is officially the new benchmark for the brand. It's longer, quieter, and more high-tech than anything else they've built. What do you think? Does the 3,500-pound towing capacity and a 300-mile range make it a winner for you? Are you sticking with your hybrid until the range hits 400 miles? Let me know in the comments below. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.